Well, here we go then, folks. Disneyland Paris catch-up video. This is not a tour of the parks. This is not anything particularly organised or planned. This is a video that is basically all the extra bits at any point during the rest of the series, which, by the way, if you want to see more targeted, more planned videos from our trip, we've got tours of both parks, tours of hotels. They're all in the playlist I'll link to down in the description below. This video is for all the bits in those other videos where I said something like, oh, we'll come back later and do that, and we never did. Or, oh, we need to check that out before we go home, and then never did. So if all goes to plan, we'll be riding Pirates of the Caribbean, we'll be riding the train in Disneyland Park. We're gonna be checking out one of the other hotels and having a meal there, and who knows what else. Go to some shops, do some Disney stuff. Basically, we've got about 24 hours left at Disneyland Paris, and we're gonna bring you along with us while we enjoy it. And it starts in there. Let's get a wriggle on. Despite already buying a Loungefly bag and several t-shirts. I mean, look at her, she's fully kitted out. Disney cap, Disney t-shirt, Disney bag. She is still every clothes shop. She's got to have a look. You like your gear, don't you? She's very much enjoying the fact that the 30th anniversary stuff is 40% off. So they've got some cool tops and bits and bobs here, but I think these are great. Little vintage ears. I mean, I assume they're like replicas of the originals, but it says Euro Disney on. I've never seen anything branded Euro Disney in here, but you've got a Euro Disney flag thing. All this classic stuff is great, but I think she's getting one of these jumpers. Every time we've come, I've walked past the bakery and been like, I'd like to get something from that bakery, and then never did. Today, I got something from the bakery. I have a Mickey Mouse chocolate hazelnut beignet. There's no chocolate in that bit, but it's still good. So after abandoning the queue yesterday, because it was really long, we are now here queuing for Pirates of the Caribbean. Very excited. So excited, I've got the right ears on for it. Oh, we're at the front of the ride. We're officially driving the boat. It's completely pitch black in here, so you can't see anything other than Captain Jack's restaurant up there. I am going to put the camera away because the seats when we got on were very wet, and I don't want the camera to get wet. And I know there is a big splash point on this ride. The best thing about being at the front on that ride, especially on a warm day like today, is you get a nice little squirting. And it's cooled me off nicely. I do enjoy a nice little squirting. That ride is always awesome. Love Pirates of the Caribbean. It's 3:15 now. We've got a dinner reservation out at one of the hotels at 6. So I think our plan is see if we can get on the train, because we haven't been on the train yet. We tried yesterday and just couldn't get on it. So we're going to try and get on that. If we can't, we might head back to the hotel for a bit. There's still a bit more shopping we want to do. We've still got tomorrow morning as well. We can be in here basically until close tomorrow. We've double checked we can leave the car in the hotel car park until like midnight tomorrow if need be. We do have to, you know, get back to Calais and get the Eurotunnel at some point. But I think it kind of doesn't matter what time you get back. We do have a booked slot. There's no way we're making our booked slot. It's booked for like 5 o'clock. It was booked as part of a package. I expect we'll actually get there closer to like 10 p.m. by the time we've left here after a full day. I'm fully expecting to have to pay a little bit extra, but my understanding from when we've done this in the past is as long as you're like on the day you were due to travel, they just move you on to a different one. They might charge you a slight increase if it was a more expensive time, but I actually think 10 p.m. at night is likely to be cheaper than 5 p.m. So I don't expect to be charged any extra. So I think we'll probably have a full day here again tomorrow, which is awesome. I want to live here. Anna is against living here. I would like to live here. Well, after about a 20-minute wait, we have made it onto the train. We've left Anna's scooter here in Frontierland. So that's fine as long as there's no evacuation. If there's an evacuation of the train, I basically have to leave Anna wherever we evacuate and then come and get her scooter from here and get it back to her, which means I get to drive it, and I've never been allowed to drive it before. So part of me thinks I hope we get like 3/4 of the way around so I see most of it, and then have an evacuation so that I can have a go. She doesn't let me drive it. We can see the castle.
And my colleague is like, I don't come, I don't come, I don't come, no, I don't come. And that's...
Yay, it's a small world.
You can write a book.
Last time we came on this ride, that was all closed and empty.
On my base.
Excellent.
Another colleague.
And there we have Discoveryland as well.
He's okay with that. No, it's normal. I wait, so...
We haven't actually been around the back here.
Wait, so you reason that
because we don't go on that ride, so we don't really have a reason to come around
here.
So
you wait, some attraction like
there
this.
Is
and after
the Main Street station.
Shop, like this on back.
Where most people get on.
Point in time.
As you can see, most people get on and off the train at Main Street. We're just sitting here with a completely empty train behind us. I know, I mean there must be a disabled entrance here as well. There's disabled area just there, so there probably is a way to get on here, but yeah, we like Frontierland, so we're going to carry on all the way back round there. There you go, there's a little look at it from the front as well, so we can see the actual train. It's a long one. It's currently only stopping here and Main Street, which is why it's so busy getting on and off here, I think. Queue's definitely shorter here though than it is on Main Street. And I've lost Anna. I don't know where she's gone. So, goodbye train. Let's go find Anna. Well, we've timed this just right, and as we get back to the castle, there's a parade going on. We've managed to miss the parade the whole time we've been here. But now we get to see a parade. Donald Duck better be on there. Where is he? I'm not seeing... Is that him at the top? I think that's him at the top there. That's Daisy behind him. He's just wearing a fancy costume and having a lovely time. I prefer it when he's being curmudgeonly. So, quick refresh back at the hotel later, and we are now heading out for dinner. The whole time we've been here, we've not been able to book an evening meal for our hotel. It's not strictly true. We had one booked for 9 p.m. tonight, but A, we ain't eating as late as 9 p.m. if we can help it, and B, that would mean missing the illuminations on our last night. So, we had a look around at some of the other options, and we've managed to get a dinner reservation over there, the other side of the lake, at the Newport Bay Hotel, at the Yacht Club. It's a fish restaurant. We like fish, so we're heading over there, which we think we can get to this way. I think there is another hotel there, and I think 2 more hotels behind these trees, as they all kind of smush together around the lake. One of the plans we had for this trip was to go around and have a look at all the hotels to help us book for next time. We just haven't had time to do it, but at least we're going to get a chance to have a little look at this one. Plus, there you go, you can see the big pumpkin they've put outside our hotel. That went up yesterday. There you go, there's the sign. So it's the Newport Bay Club and the Sequoia Lodge are over here, and then there's more up that way. So up that way it is the Santa Fe and the Cheyenne are both down there. So this is where we're heading. A hidden Mickey. Let's have a little looky. We like a hidden Mickey. Oh yeah. Is that a fountain, do we think? Well, there it is. So we've never been on this side of the lake before. You get quite a nice view of the back end of the Disney Village, particularly Earl of Sandwich, where we have eaten twice on this trip. We like an Earl of Sandwich. And then this is the Sequoia Lodge Hotel, which also has a massive pumpkin out the front. And there is the hotel. We're kind of on a bit of a scouting mission as well to see if we can find other options for our next trip, so we don't just always stay in the same hotel. It's going to be very tempting to just stay in the same hotel because we have loved this hotel. But they've got Bambi on their pumpkin and lots of other pumpkins around it. In fact, they've gone a bit more all in on the pumpkin Halloween decoration stuff. There's some back on the hotel as well, which is pretty cool. Well, it looks like the pumpkin installation crew haven't quite made it this far yet, assuming they're getting a big pumpkin here. Well, it looks like they've got lots of little ones, so maybe this hotel's a bit too classy for a big pumpkin. Who knows? We've been past the front of this one many times because this is one of the ones you drive past, or the big one you drive past on the way in to the main entrance to the park when you're driving in, like we've always done in the past. So it's always looked very big and fancy. Now we're up close, it looks even bigger and even fancier. Are we fancy enough for this hotel? So there's a look back at our hotel, the other side of the water, and I've got to say, that looks very cool. To me, that's a much cooler view than the one we've got looking at this. And as suspected, they're too classy over here for a big pumpkin, but they've got lots of little ones in this little autumnal flower bed, which is all pumpkined up. They look like real pumpkins in there with blemishes. And I guess we just wander in the back door like we do at our hotel and try and find where the Yacht Club restaurant is. Good old Disney, very handy signposts everywhere, including a big signpost on the way in that tells us that the Yacht Club restaurant is this way. In fact, it appears it is right here. Is this our menu? This might even be our menu. That was easy to find. So this is the Yacht Club restaurant. We were actually here before they opened. We queued up outside, but we are now in.
Do you know why we were early? Because Kevin likes to be too early.
We have placed our orders. It is a fish specialist restaurant. I'm having mussels. I'm very excited about it. So here we go. Mussels to start. And Anna has a giant pantomime fried egg, which is masquerading as vegetable soup. So we are being very stereotypical British people. We've come to France and we're having fish and chips. This is tempura cod fillet with French fries, and that is apparently tartar sauce. That is like no tartar sauce I've ever seen before. And Anna wants to know where the gravy is.
Liar.
So if I offered you gravy now, you wouldn't want it.
I'm not either.
There we go. And then for dessert, Anna has a chocolate fondant, which is much smaller.
With passion fruit foam.
With passion fruit foam, there we go. Much smaller than my enormous apple tart and ice cream, which I have to eat with a knife and fork.
Is that an apple?
Yes. Dinner consumed. We are now heading back over to watch the illuminations, and you've already seen them. My hair has been having a hat on all day. That's why it's a disaster. So I'm going to leave the camera here, and we're just going to go and watch the... We're doing Disneyland, yeah? Or are we doing... Oh, if we're doing studios, maybe I do need to take you.
Why would I need to go to one I've already seen?
We're going to studios, so I will take you, but that'll be in the studios video that came out the other day. And that brings us into our final morning, and we have checked out of the hotel, and we are back at the parks. And I think we've gone on everything we want to go on and seen everything we want to see. So this morning is just going to be used to do a couple of our favourites again and do a little bit of last minute shopping. So we're heading into studios first up, so we can go on the Spider-Man ride again, because Anna really, really enjoyed that. Then we're going to head into Disneyland and do Small World again. Then we're going to go hit the shops one last time. I have already done a little bit of that this morning because I bought this from the hotel. I'm now part of the Loungefly gang as well. Cheaper than one of those little fancy ones that the ladies get though. I have too many backpacks, but it is cool. This shop in Studios was previously my favourite shop in the whole resort because it has the best Marvel section, as you can see. I actually think the Marvel section in the Marvel shop in our hotel is better now. So I think even when we come in the future, we'll make a point of going to the Art of Marvel hotel and having a little look around to see what they've got. But there is a few bits and bobs in here that weren't in the hotel, including pillows. The only problem is Dave will destroy them. That group pillow is cool though, as is that Loki shirt. But I do like this shop. It's very, very cool. Spider-Man complete. Anna is absurd. She got an even higher high score than she did yesterday. Of course, I was still the winner, but Anna did get the highest score. But that was splendid. And now, yes, 200 and something thousand. We worked out that because they do their high score table in there by the car rather than by person. But if she'd have been in a car with 3 other Annas, she'd have got the day's high score. The high score for the day was like 860,000. She got like 260,000 on her own. I got like 150, and the other 2 people in our car were frankly pathetic. So we only got a total score of about 500,000, which really let the side down. But yeah, we've done a little bit more shopping in the Spider-Man shop, and now we are gonna head over to It's a Small World. Yeah, Ant-Man's just mooching around in there. He was there yesterday as well. Everyone say hello to Ant-Man. In fact, that's the Wasp, isn't it?
I was going to say that's the goal.
Yeah. So we've now seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. Excellent. I guess we can't complain too much about the weather because it has been pretty good all week. But it is a little bit windy and rainy today. As you can see, my rain jacket has been scrunched up at the bottom of my backpack all week as well. So I'm all scrunchy and scruffy looking. They have the fountains on. Here we go then. It's a Small World round 2. This was the first ride we went on Tuesday when we got here. And it's probably going to be the last ride we go on Friday before we leave, because it's the best ride here. And there they are. My reason for coming to Disneyland. Excellent giraffes. My friends from yesterday are out and about again. Off you pop, Eeyore. Ah. Just casually hanging out with Eeyore as I'm wandering around the park. What a time to be alive. So a bit more shopping has been done. Anna is basically a Disney merch store now. But yes, she has a cuddly Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, and Stitch is poking. I see Stitch poking out the top of your bag, yes. Right, we need to go and find a cookie. Last cookie. It's the Main Street Police. That man's clearly been very naughty. We're obviously heading for the Main Street Bakery to get ourselves one last little delicious treat before we hit the road. Time-wise, it's nearly 1 o'clock. We still want to head out to the shopping centre. Anna wants to have a little trip to Sephora. And apparently, I am told, as if we need any more, I am told there is a big Disney section in the Primark over there as well. So I think we're just going to grab a little snack, a little beignet, and a cookie, maybe a coffee. And then I think we're going to hit the road, albeit only a temporary road hitting, before we get to the massive shopping centre about 5 minutes away. I've not really watched back any of the footage from this trip yet. I've watched a few bits here and there just to make sure the audio was okay after we had the microphone incident earlier in the week. I assume it's getting a little bit wobblier as the week goes on. My legs are destroyed. I twanged my groin getting onto the Peter Pan ride like 2 days ago now, and could barely move for the rest of the day. And yesterday I've hurt my ankle. I just ache everywhere. I had a look on my watch. I've been doing like 25 to 30,000 steps a day. I've walked nearly 75 miles since Tuesday morning. It's Friday lunchtime. I'm not built for that level of physical activity, so I am limping. I'm a little bit broken if I sit or stand for too long. It takes me a minute to get going again. So I apologise. What I'm getting at is I apologise if we're getting a little shaky. But with that, we've now had our little snack, and I think we are heading out of the parks for the last time on this trip. So there is a last look at the castle behind us for this trip. Last time we'll ever see it dressed up for the 30th anniversary, because that ends tomorrow. The grand finale is tomorrow. It was much more expensive to stay the extra night and be here for that. And we are now going to head back to the hotel, grab our luggage, load everything into the car, and go and do some more shopping. In fact, before all of that, Disney Village. I still haven't bought a mug. I want a mug. I need a mug. My desk doesn't have enough mugs on it at the moment. So this has appeared over the course of the last few days, so I thought I'd show you that on the way out. Last little purchase done. Got myself a cereal bowl and some egg cups. And now we really are going to go makeup shopping. Well, it's been a few years since we've been here, Val d'Europe. I think the only time we came here was that very first time we came to Disney back in 2019. So we are firstly trying to figure out how to get in, and then Anna wants to go to Sephora and maybe Primark. I think there's a Primark in there. I do like what accent was that for a start? I do like having a McDonald's breakfast in the afternoon, which I did here the last time I was here too. So here we have the Disney section in Primark, including Hulk puppets. See what the prices are like. See, everything's so much cheaper here. So if you are coming and you've got a bunch of kids with you, maybe swing by here on the way and grab them their cuddlies from here, so you don't have to go and pay park prices for them. But there's a lot. There is a lot in here. Goodness me. Not quite as ridiculous as I was expecting. The one in Birmingham, I think, has a bigger Disney section than this. I think it's the Birmingham one that's got a big Disney cafe and everything in. Not quite what I was expecting, but they do have all the cuddly toys, including a Thor puppet that I've just seen. Oh, it's not a puppet. It's just his cape. Oh, I thought I was going to be getting myself a puppet. Don't think I'm going to get my hand in there, am I? Are Minions Disney? What are you doing here, Minions? So about 15-20 minutes ago, I left Anna in Sephora while I went and wandered around Nike, JD, Uniqlo, a pop vinyl shop. I've not heard that she's done, which suggests she's still in there and probably spending too much money. I don't really like to go in there because it smells funny. Well, our shopping trip was cut short by a grumpy security guard who told me to stop filming, so I've not been able to show you any more of what's going on in there. Anna does have a little Sephora bag though. What did you buy?
Face mask and foot mask from you.
Face masks and foot masks, there we go. Nothing extravagant, she just took a long time to choose them. I did go in multiple different shops, that is true. But we are now going to hit the road and head back to Calais. I don't think you necessarily need to see that, it's just us driving. So I think we probably wrap this video and this series up here. If you have enjoyed it, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for lots more content like this. We've got more trips happening very, very soon. And of course, you've got the rest of this playlist. We've just got back from Great Yarmouth as well. There's lots of stuff for you to go and watch if you are new. But for now, thank you very much for watching.